Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, the Ukrainians figured out 5 differences between Ukraine and Russia that would and will determine the fate of the war. So some smart guys in the Ukrainian security services and defense ministry or something, the defense council, they figured out what are the 5 differences that actually will play a role into the victory of Ukraine against the evil Russians, and I'm going to share that with you. I don't know if this is a secret or not, but I will take a chance here, okay? This article comes from Ukrainska Pravda from August 30th, 2022. Ukraine's Security and Defense Council on 5 differences between Ukraine and Russia that will determine the fate of the war. We got it. Let's see. I'm sorry. I'm going to use a bottom feeder below 86 IQ. His name is IQ Danilov, Secretary of the National Security and Defense Council of Ukraine. Big hat. Has named the 5 major differences between Ukraine and Russia which will play a decisive role in the war for Ukraine's independence. All right, let's see, Danilov, what you get in your little pouch. Details. Danilov listed 5 main differences between Ukraine and the aggressor country, Russia. And we're gonna start. 1. Ukraine's national resistance movement continues to grow and strengthen, whereas increasingly fewer Russians continue to support the war. Okay. Any studies to support your claims? No. Okay, so book out. 2. Ukraine's defense forces are quickly learning how to use modern Western weapons, the 5 they have, and equipment, whereas the Russian army is increasingly deploying old Soviet weapons. You know what Soviet weapons is? At least 30 years old. Do you think they still have it over there? 30 at least. So make it 40. Maybe we'll go with the Second World War. The Katyushas. Deploy old Soviet weapons and equipment that had been kept in storage for 40 years, and they still have it. Remember, in the 80s it was the Afghanistan war and they didn't use it, and in the 90s no more Soviet Union, so they didn't use it. So all they had to be done, had to be built between when was the Afghan war, 79 or what, I can't remember how many years it was, 7 years or something. So by 85, so they got about 4 years to build all these things that now they're using and had in storage. Is this real, Danilov? Are we retards? Yeah, we are. It seems like, otherwise he treats us like that, even though we don't look and we don't act like. Now, Soviet weapons. Now is the other side of the coin. Let's say you are fighting someone and you're so good that you're not gonna, knock him out with let's say turn around spin kick in his head. Okay, you're not gonna do something like that fantastic, and you use only this one, and you just poke him in the eye, poke him in the ass, poke. That's how you fight him, and he fights, employs everything he's got, inclusive the material from his sponsors, the Western equipment, and still use only this finger. Stick it in his ass, put it in his mouth, put it in his eyes, and then, oh, look at Emil. Emil fights only with a finger, man. He doesn't have any other weapons. Maybe he doesn't have to use other weapons, because if he's going to use his flicker, he's going to knock you out. So how about that interpretation, Danilov? Maybe it's not necessary for the Russians to use their fantastic weapons, and that I don't know how many they got and how fantastic they are, but just saying, I'm just for the sake of philosophy, I'm looking at it from a different angle. How do you know they don't use that? Because they don't have to. They don't need to. They're winning with what they have. If you're if you're winning with what if it works using what you have, don't change what you were doing, right? That's why this Danilov is below 86 IQ and he thinks that we are like him. And we are not, aren't we? We're not geniuses, but we are almost genius, okay? 3, so the second one, bong. Let's go to the third one. Ukraine's mobilization potential is growing, whereas Russia is more and more depleted. For the Kremlin, general mobilization could risk internal destabilization. All right, let's see. Ukrainian mobilization potential is growing. I don't know if it's true or not. I will take your word, Danilov, because I'm a tard. Okay, you're right. You have 40 million people and about 10 million just flew away from your country. So about 30 million. So if you're 30 million, you're depleted already of 10 million, which are just keeping the adults. All right. I don't know how many fled, how many were allowed to fly away and to leave your country. So you're more depleted than the Russians. Russians have 45 million people. So they're at least 3 times bigger than you. Okay. Almost 4 times actually. So then you have it. And if you're already 30 million right now, I think they're about 5 times, right? 5 times bigger than you. Okay, and then we go here. Russian army is increasingly deploying. Okay, no, Russia is more and more depleted, but it has potential. And then for the Kremlin, general mobilization could risk internal destabilization. I don't think so. You know why? Because studies and opinion polls suggest that the support for war is about 90%. So you're wrong, Danilov. It's not 10%, it's 90. 90. 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that how it is? Or something? It has to be 9, but I can't remember. Anyway, so 90, mister. So again, number 3, goes away. Let's go with number 4, Danilov. The Ukrainian army is consistently improving its professionalism. Meanwhile, Russia is losing its numerical superiority. Okay, I wanna hear the data. I wanna see the data. Where'd you get that data? Did you hear that Russia employed only 160,000 people in this invasion or operation? Do you know, Danilov? Okay, now that you heard this for the first time, did you hear that the Russians are bringing 90,000 more right now? So what are you talking about losing numerical superiority? What are you talking about? I haven't heard you saying that you're going to bring 50 million Ukrainians from their graves to fight for you. So again, number 4, boop, out. All right, let's see number 5 and the last one of Danilov's, I don't know, the 10 Commandments. Ukrainian people are fighting for their lives, true, and for freedom, true, whereas the Russians are fighting for second-hand toilets and shot of Hawthorne liquor. All right, it's true, not the way he exposed it, but it's true that Ukrainians are and should have a greater will, desire, and spirit in fighting. That's true. But you miss one point. What if they don't like you? What if they think that you and your little clique out there are actually did push them into what they are right now? Do you think they have a little resentment about this? What if they think that this should be stopped right now, but you, at the orders of your Western masters, you continue doing what they're doing? Maybe there's a little bit of resentment. It's true what you said. They should, under a normal circumstance, but you guys are not normal circumstance. You guys were put over there and you're supported by outside circles. What if the population doesn't like those circles and realize that actually they are used? The Ukrainian nation is used. How about then, Danilov? What if they realize that? What's going to happen to you? All right, so I don't know. Number 5 is a draw, I would say. In itself, it's true what he said. It's 100% true. If you defend your country under normal circumstances, yes, that's true. You should fight like a lion. Is that okay if I say lion, or is it insulting anybody? So Danilov earlier said that he believes that Russia is conducting a powerful special information operation against Ukraine and its military and political leadership, targeting President Zelensky in particular. What are you talking about? Do you, again, Danilov is an idiot. Can you compare the Russian media, money, and spread versus the Western media that you have, Danilov, on your side? Are you crazy? You can't compare Russian power in disseminating misinformation, disinformation, propaganda, when you have the whole Western media with its money infinite bigger than the Russians. What are you talking about? Again, Danilov is a hack. He thinks we are just retards. That's the reality. And I'm sorry, but that's in the leadership. What was his? And I'm going to read his position, his name, after the name, the title, and you're going to fall in on your butt. Alexei Danilov, this guy, is the Secretary of the National Security and Defense Council of Ukraine. So he's not a doorman, he's not a janitor, he's not a, I don't know, I don't want to go on other things, but it's not. He's the guy. And that's the way he reasons. That's the way he reasons. So how do I expect for that guy to come with a smart idea when he's in a council? Imagine that he knows what freedom is, what freedom of speech is, what democracy is. That guy, do you think he knows anything? Do you think he read anything in life? He's a... All right, calm down. So I think I said enough. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.